Hey everyone, Dee from the Appreciation Business. First day one of my video logs, and today I thought that I would just introduce myself. It's just going to be really quick because I'm really losing my voice. And so my name's Dee for anyone that doesn't know me. And Fortuna Copia came about after a very abusive relationship in which all of my internet, Facebook, emails, everything got hacked into by my ex, and he posted not very nice things on it. So I needed a name that was going to start my new life. And so Fortuna Copia was born. They're both goddesses of abundance, and I really like that because that's what I want my life to have in it, is abundance, and abundance in all areas. Abundance in time, in money, in health, in family, in friends, in giving, just everything. And I feel like I woke up about 2 years ago when I started my self-development journey from a life of abuse, gambling, drugs, alcohol, and really just being in a spot where I felt I was totally worthless and I couldn't drag myself out of bed in the morning. I'm very thankful to have had a really good friend that used to come around just so I could get out of bed in the morning and be able to function and to start my life over. And when I talk about my life, I think about my life starting at 45, my life starting now. And for the first time in a long time since I was a kid, I have goals and dreams and things that I'd like to achieve. And most recently, really thinking about my grandkids when my granddaughter was born earlier this year. And, thinking about how lucky we were to have 5 generations alive, that she has a great great grandmother that's still alive, and how amazing that is. And then I started thinking about myself and how I'd abused my body for so long, eating pies and sandwiches and lollies. Like I had lollies like everywhere, and lots of alcohol and drugs and those kind of things, like I said before. And with the abuse comes lots of negative self-talk and not believing in yourself and really thinking that you're not worth it. And I still battle with that from time to time now, but I have lots more strategies in place. That's a really short-term thing. It doesn't paralyze me and put me to bed for 3 or 4 days where I can't actually face the world. But I have lots of things left over. I have lots of habits and lots of ingrained behaviors that I used to survive those years. And I need to be able to let them go to move forward in my life. And what do I want now? I want to be able to spend more time with my grandkids. I'd love to be able to just have a totally mobile job, if you like to call it a job, but I'd like to have something that was kind of like play. Because if you look at children, when they're building things and constructing things and all of the rest of it, they call that play. They're cooking dinner for everyone and it's called play. They're making Play-Doh sandwiches and mud cakes, and that's play to them. Somewhere along the line, our play became work. And when you think about something as being work, it's like work, and it's hard and it's not enjoyable. And I want to think about work like play, and I want to be able to love what I do. I want to bounce out of bed every morning and just really truly love and enjoy what I do every day. I'd like to be able to see my grandkids grow up. I'd like to be able to see them get married and have children of their own. I love the idea of being able to be a great grandmother. And so that really brought the focus around to my health and what I was putting in my body and what I was doing with my body. And one of the hardest things I found with that is that it's so hard to really source good food and to be able to trust what you see on labels when you're in the shop. And it takes like a million more years to shop when you're checking out, how much processed sugar it has in it and how much of this and that, and does it have, crazy. And I don't have a lot of information about that, and so having to learn a whole heap of new things is just absolutely incredible, and I'm really loving it. I'm loving how my body feels. Certainly had quite a huge sugar withdrawal to start with for the first week or so, but as the time gets longer, it gets much easier. So that's kind of, that's kind of me. I want to be fitter. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be sick. I want to be able to run to the end of the street. So I've smoked cigarettes since I was 12. I'm 45 this year. So I'm going to take the bullet and give up cigarettes. I had 2 or 3 cigarettes last night, and I've had 4 cigarettes today, so that's really huge. Gone from 40 a couple of, I suppose about 6 months ago, to 20 about four or so months ago, to down to more than 5, less than 10 most days. So I'm really happy with my progress. I find that doing that really slowly, just giving them up, having longer in between, finding other things to replace it with is definitely working for me. So I look forward to sharing my journey with you. I hope to really inspire you that you can do anything that you set your mind to, and nobody else has to believe in what you believe in. So long as you believe in it, that's all that matters. So as always, be kind to yourself, others, the earth that we live on today and every day. Bye-bye for now.